What's going on, everybody? Thank you for jumping on to Steelers to Go, your daily to-go cup of Pittsburgh Steelers news and analysis. I'm Noah Strackbine, here every single Monday through Friday. Find us on youtube.com/allsteelerstalk or anywhere you get your podcast. And I'm here to tell everyone that Diontae Johnson is going to get paid. Paid. There's no more denying it. At this point, if it's not with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Diontae Johnson will find himself with a mega deal joining the rest of the NFL's receiving corps as big money ballers within the next year. The Steelers might want to move on from him. And look, I'm okay with that because the Steelers have a value on every single player. It's not just Diontae Johnson or Minkah Fitzpatrick or TJ Watt. It's every single player. And if the Steelers do not feel that you meet that value, then they will move on from you. Plain and simple. They've done it before, and they will do it again. That's how Antonio Brown found himself as a franchise player, while Mike Wallace found himself on the free agent market. It'll continue to happen. Here's the thing, though. With Terry McLaurin's new contract, $53 million guaranteed, $71 million over 3 years. You want to know what that says? It says Diontae Johnson, whether fans believe it or not, is going to rack in some serious money. And at this point, the conversation of whether or not it'll be north or south of $20 million is over. Diontae Johnson will easily make more than $20 million a season starting next year. Maybe that's not with Pittsburgh, but that will be with somebody. He racks up with everything. He's coming off 1,300 yards. Meanwhile, McLaurin is coming off of 1,000 yards. They basically have the same exact stat line over the last 3 seasons. And yes, you can make arguments. Diontae Johnson's had Ben Roethlisberger. He's had an aging Ben Roethlisberger. And I know that doesn't compare to McLaurin's 8 quarterbacks in 3 seasons. I get that. Ben Roethlisberger is a blessing more than a curse. Understandable. But at the same time, you have to expect that good things will happen with a younger quarterback in Diontae Johnson. Maybe that quarterback needs more time to develop with him. I get that. Chemistry is a big thing when it comes to wide receivers. But still, have some optimism. Have some hope. See the bright side. Half glass full instead of half glass empty. Diontae Johnson could become a superstar in the next year or two, a true-blooded superstar. Right now, he's a true-blooded wide receiver 1. In the next 2 years, he could be a true-blooded superstar. On top of that, sorry, but that's what wide receiver 1s get paid now. The salary cap is increasing and will continue to increase, and there's nothing we can do about it. That's what the NFL is. And positions continue to see more money because they deserve more money. And teams can pay them more money. Diontae Johnson is a player that is going to make north of $20 million. Because Terry is making north of $20 million. If Terry's making $23 million a season, Diontae Johnson is looking at least 21. I think the Steelers have that dead mark that we're not going to go any higher at 21. I think it was 20 until a couple hours ago. Here's the thing. Paying Diontae Johnson $21 million a year doesn't hurt anybody. The Steelers have options, and more likely than not, Chase Claypool decides Diontae Johnson's next contract more than George Pickens or Calvin Austin. We've talked about that a dozen times at this point. Without a quarterback contract, you can pay everyone and anyone as much as you want, and it won't hurt you. Diontae Johnson is going to get paid, and if the Steelers believe that he is their wide receiver 1 for the next 4 years, he will get paid in Pittsburgh. He will make that money. Terry McLaurin just set the bar so much higher than it was. You could say a lot. You could say, oh, it was A.J. Brown. Oh, it was Tyreek Hill. Oh, it was Devontae Adams. Oh, it was Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk started here. Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams brought it to here. A.J. Brown made that mark right in the middle for those up-and-coming superstars. But those guys like Terry McLaurin and Diontae Johnson were still floating about right here. We didn't know where they were going to land. Terry said, we're going right next to A.J. That means DK Metcalf is likely above A.J. Brown. That means Deebo Samuels is likely above A.J. Brown. And that means Diontae Johnson is not taking less than $20 million a season. And chances are he's going to need a lot of guaranteed money. It's going to change the course in Pittsburgh. But that course is already changing. It's changed with T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick. And it'll continue to change with guys down the line. And quite frankly, I would not be surprised if one of those guys is Diontae Johnson. Or if the next guy is Diontae Johnson. The league is evolving. Players get paid. Wide receivers get paid. Diontae Johnson, whether you like it or not, whether the Steelers want to or not, is going to get paid. Maybe it's not in Pittsburgh, but starting in 2023, that man is going to make $23, $22, or $21 million a season. And it's deserved.